judgment made by the judges as far as how they keep their people safe, and so they're going to definitely do that. But that answers your question, I guess. I implore people to wear a mask. No, it's not going to be a requirement, because I'm not going to subject the board to some type of legal action that we're going to take away somebody's right to vote because they don't have a mask on. Just please wear it. I understand there's political things back and forth, but this is just to keep our poll workers safe. Please wear a mask for the period of time you're in the polling location. And that's what I ask. That's my personal request.
I would like to add to that we, on Friday, when we made the decision that we did to go from red to yellow, we also indicated that we were anticipating that everyone would follow the CDC guidelines, wearing masks, distancing, and so on. So I personally, I have no idea why Russ Diamond is doing that, but I can't see a political reason even to do it. So I personally am encouraging, as you are, Michael, that everyone that goes in to vote for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it takes to wear a mask.
We also have a few masks available should someone forget theirs and want to wear one.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Litz and some of the ladies, and I'm not sure if you have a group name or not of who
Women
did that.
Working behind the scenes.
Okay, so I do have some masks. If you do forget, we will have some at the precinct that you can take with you then. Please, try to remember yours. We only have so many, but we will have some there.
But purely from the standpoint of the law, a person cannot be prohibited from entry into the polling place if they are really adamant about not wearing a mask.
No, we're not going to deny them. Dave, you and I haven't talked about it, but at this point, I don't think that's a winning argument. So, if they choose not to wear one, they'll still have the right to vote. It might be a little bit different. They're going to vote, but we're going to probably try to keep contact as much as possible to a minimum. For somebody that doesn't want to wear a mask, that's up to the judge, as long as they do not refuse them the right to vote.
Yeah, and I would agree with that. I don't believe we're in a position to take a legal stance on that to deny someone the right to vote based upon the current levels of recommendation for masks. And I don't think we want to get into that situation on election day. Obviously, as everyone knows, there's mail-in voting options that are more broad and liberal this year to allow access to that. There's other ways people can do it if they don't feel comfortable coming to the polls that day. It's certainly understandable. But as far as at the polls that day, I think we'll probably have signage up. We might have a gentle recommendation or reminder at the polls. But otherwise, again, we're going to allow people to still access their right to vote.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Any other questions or discussions? We have a motion on the floor to approve the advertisement of the election. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, the motion carries, and you can advertise, Michael.
Thank you, Commissioner. If you don't mind, can I have just a couple of seconds here just to go over a couple of deadlines that are upcoming?
Absolutely.
Thank you. First, on Tuesday, May 26th, 5 o'clock is the deadline for applications for mail-in and absentee ballots. If that is the way that you want to vote, please get those in now. We are going to do our very best to get those turned around as soon as possible. When we get those applications, we get those ballots out. But those ballots are due back here June 2nd by 8 p.m. So election day. And so the turnaround is not a lot. And so please, if you haven't already, get those applications in. Postmarks do not matter. They have to be here in the office by 5 o'clock. If you have already applied, don't reapply. We have it. We will get you your ballot. We have had an overwhelming number of applications come in the last day or so. We are getting those out. We have people in here. We're working. Those ballots will get out to you very, very shortly. So just a little bit of patience with that, just because of the sheer number that we've gotten in the last, I would say, day or so. But those ballots will get out to you. And please, if you do have your ballot, get that returned as soon as possible. Don't wait to do that. Get that into us as well, because we don't want you to miss out. That does have to be in the office. Like I said, June 2nd by 8 p.m. Postmarks do not matter for either the application or the ballot itself.
Do you have an estimate of the number of ballots that you've received, Michael? Or request?
So at this point, request 13,275. Just ran it. And so received, we're over 4,000 received, but I can tell you I probably have a good 500-600 back there to scan. And so those will get scanned in. Our priority has been to process applications and get ballots in the mail first, and then to scan in the ballots received second. Just because it's important as far as getting the ballots to people as opposed to making sure the ballot is I mean, it's already received, it's just being marked in the system. So that will occur. It's just the priority right now is to get the turnaround as fast as possible.
Thank you.
Commissioner Ames, before you adjourn, may I just add in something?
Absolutely.
I know I mentioned this before, but I need to shine a big light on that office that Michael is director of, the election office. And I know there are other departments that are coming, doing extra work and so on, but this is has been a couple months of first in, last out of that department, working weekends. They're here. You come in at 7, they're here. And plus their volunteers and other departments that have chipped in to help them. So this has been a big effort. His demeanor is very calm, but I'm sure his mind is racing because the deadline's approaching. But Michael, I really, we are very grateful for your conduct and how you've been managing through this election. Thank you.
We love you, Michael. Thank you.
That's very, very good.
I have to, my staff has been here right beside me the whole time. So it's just not me. It is, Joellen, Joe, as we call her here in our office, Judy, Audrey, and then all the people here coming in to help us have been wonderful. So we appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate all you do, Michael. Thank you very much. All right. Anything else to come before the Board of Elections? Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?